Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for providing this opportunity. It was really nice. Um, my compliments to the staff. Everybody here has been really friendly, very helpful. Um, did everything to, make me feel comfortable and welcome, which was much appreciated. I also, I guess, about all the fellow guests. Such a big diversity of people, different countries, different ages, different issues. I really appreciated, I guess, getting to know them, and I think that was one of my misgivings about coming here. Okay, how are you going to get along with this many people? But it turned out to be one of the really nice things about it. It kind of enriched everything. Looking at it, I guess my purpose really was to get the whole dimension of the diet and the lifestyle. I, have followed your blog, have read your books, and I've kind of implemented pieces along the way, but I've never implemented everything. And that's what I wanted to do here. I wanted to see, first of all, could I, how would it feel to implement everything? Could I imagine that into my life and do it on a longer term basis than just trying to do something for a couple days and see if it works. So this couple weeks kind of gave me a good feel for what that was like. And of course, I got some long-term health issues that I didn't really expect to go away, and it's going to take some work and work over a period of time for that. So, a couple things I noticed about the retreats, some things you said turned out to be true. I wasn't sure if they would be or not, but I'm usually I eat a lot. And I found that by the time the end of the first week, and certainly in the second week, one plate of food per meal was all I really felt like eating. It filled me up, and that was very, very different than what I'm used to. And I think overall, the fasting in the morning wasn't a problem because everybody was doing it, and I think when everybody's doing something, it's easier, but the fasting seemed fine with me. The other thing, just in terms of cravings for alcohol, which kind of go with me, along with cravings for sweets and coffee and that whole thing, constantly adjusting my mood with food. It was nice to have the wine in the evening, and no problem staying within the 2 glasses a couple nights, 1 glass, and even party night tonight, I probably just have 2 glasses because that seems to be really sufficient for me. So that was a nice thing. The other nice thing about the retreat for me was just the feeling physically stronger, doing the weight training and the exercises. You start to realize it doesn't take that much. The training on the importance of consistency really rang home with me because I usually kind of work hard on Saturday and rest up on Sunday, and the rest of the week pretty minimal in terms of exercise, and just the idea that you can do the 15 minutes a couple times a day and get the health benefits was nice for me to realize, and I can imagine implementing it. So that was good, although it's be hard to implement at work. But anyway, may have to do the half hour afterwards. Just all the variety, the looking at the barefoot running, looking at the heart rhythm training. Those were all very interesting to me. I'd all been exposed to them all before, but it never really clicked in the same way as when you explained it and had some ability to ask questions and talk about it. So that was nice. I particularly like the science classes. Look forward to them every day. That really kind of rounded out a lot of the book, because you can say something in the book, but you can't kind of go into detail as to how that really happens, the exceptions, where's the wiggle room and where there isn't. And the science was really a nice thing for me. Food was great. That was one of my big problems with implementing this diet, just even on the basic level. I can cook potatoes and meat, but I'd soon get bored with them. And I didn't really have the variety in my diet. Didn't really know how to make it. I have some real ideas now about doing that. Didn't know how to make bone broth right. That was a big, that was a big thing to learn. Having Russ Crandall here for those couple days was very helpful. His book is really nice, detailed in recipes, and I kind of like his historical approach to it, so that was helpful. So I have some, high hopes that I can implement that part of it. I think the more interesting conversation will be to talk to us a year from now and see if, with our motivation and kind of wanting to apply it, are we able to do that? And has it turned around some of the more chronic health issues that all of us seem to have? So that'd be nice. It'd be nice if we could do that, maybe, over Skype or whatever, but just to check in and just say, hey, did it work? And see what happens. So I like that approach. I appreciate the idea that it's not just one part, that you do the whole thing. I guess I would heartily recommend the retreat to strangers. And there was people here who had very kind of limited exposure to it, and people here that had studied it quite a bit. I think everybody got something out of it. I think it was helpful for me to have had the previous exposure, but I don't think that's a necessary step. Everybody approaches those things differently. So, yeah, I guess I am excited to be going home. Ordered a few things online that should be there when I get there in terms of some cooking stuff. I've got 150 miles from the airport to home, so I have a stop at Whole Foods and stop at Target to get some lamps, and another place to maybe get that cooking wok that I've never used before, but it looks like it works really well. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Hope to be able to translate that excitement into a routine that works at home. And I guess that was the other thing, you talk about, you have to organize your life. You have to say, hey, a routine is here and it's helpful. You're not going to be able to do it just chaotically. So I think the setting has been ideal for me. It's been sunny. There's a beach to walk on. I like a little bit of alone processing time. Very easy to just walk down the beach, kind of meander around. So that was wonderful. I really haven't swam in the ocean hardly at all before. This was kind of exciting to be able to do that. The saltwater pools right outside here were really nice. I never liked pools because I don't like chlorine. And these were really nice for swimming and just kind of loosening up. And so I enjoyed that. Yeah, I think the setting, I don't know if you can get a better setting, really. I mean, this is nice. There's a few tweaks in the buildings and stuff I know you're looking at. But very happy I came. Very successful. I look at it as kind of one of those pivotal points in my life, but again, that's my feeling right now. So talk to me in a year. We'll see if the life has changed. But it really feels like something big has kind of shifted, and so I'm looking forward to exploring that.